Okay, what is this that we're looking at? This is a Daruma. It's a Japanese, sort of a good luck charm kind of thing. Well, anyway, they have all sorts of Daruma, and I've had a collection. Well, people in Japan know that I have a liking for something like this, so every time my wife is back there, they always often give me different forms of Daruma. After you make the same old standard one, like on the left for hundreds a year, I guess you start to want to deviate. So we got one that's crooked on the right. Here's another one. This is a teacup. You know, I have so many of these, and I've been given these so often, I can't remember who brought who, what. So that, yeah, these are all in our display, so I've never really used it to drink tea though. I think this one here is a treasure. Actually, it wasn't given to me, it was given to my father-in-law, who was a Buddhist priest. And well, I inherited from his collection. So you could see that they took natural wood, kept it natural, and then they did this wonderful woodwork on top. You know, so I've been influenced by a lot of different things. Well, we are still on the Ishizukuri series. So what am I doing with all this Daruma? Well, look at this one here. This is a rock that I found. Actually, it was on my driveway. Well, I have about 800 feet of driveway from the road to my house. And it's just dirt road. And every time it rains, it produces a rut, right? So I will get some dirt from other places and then do it like that. And then after one of the rains, I found this one. I mean, it was just on the road. And it does look a lot like the Daruma. Oop. So this side, I have to put this little putty so that it will stand up. But it's just a piece of rock. And I always thought that this was a nice little treasure that I found quite by accident. Well, what I wanted to do was to do a formal display using the Ishizukuri's concept. So let's go ahead and get started. Well, Daruma, or actually it's based on the monk Dharma. I guess he spent so much time meditating that he lost the use of his limbs. Anyway, that's the story. Well, you know, unlike the bandito, I don't think it's dignified to put something on the top of this Daruma stone, right? So I'm thinking maybe I should put the lantern behind and then above, more or less to protect it. So, you know, these are all the consideration you have to have depending on the project you're working on. This way or this way, maybe it's not even. Well, I think what I'll do is I'll make sure this side get done first, because I only have one Daruma stone and plenty of these. So I'll go ahead and get started and then see how it comes along. But I'm going to go for more of a dignified look rather than the fun I was having with my bandito. So I'm going to start with the back first, make sure that comes out before I work with this. But I think in terms of proportion, this should look okay to me. But sometimes bad things happen back there, so I'm going to wait. Guess what? I can't keep still, so I got, what, 3 or 4 more going at the same time. Well, that's what happens because you got to wait for the cement to set up. And you're feeling like, well, I'll go ahead and make another one. So anyway, we'll still get back to our Daruma, but yeah, I'm also making, I think, 3 more. Well, how about this? Well, my Daruma stone that I found was rather insignificant in terms of, you know, it didn't have that brightness of the Daruma like these, right? But you notice that now that it's been presented like this, it is highlighted. I think that's one of the things about this Ishizukuri. We could take mediocre things, combine with other mediocre things, and come up with some great things. So, well, like I said before, this is just stacking rocks in a little more artistic way than just straight engineering or physics, where, you know, see how high you could go. And like it's been done for centuries, and in all cultures. So anyway, I think that we should have fun. And I've been thinking about this Daruma because I found it sort of suggests it's a Daruma. I think putting eyes on it is going to take away. So I think this one, I'm quite happy with the way it came out. I'll start looking at other things that are mediocre and then try to put it together so it looks significant. So anyway, this is Hiro saying goodbye. This has been the Daruma Ishizukuri. Yeah, and I'll get those done too. I really like this quick set motor that I bought this time instead of the traditional one. When I was doing it in the winter, this would have been like all day just waiting for the motor to set up.